Hello, I'm RX. In today's video, we are going to go over the topic of building the perfect Satori team. Which heroes should be used alongside with him? Why is it that they work so well with Satori? How should they be upgraded? That is exactly what I am about to explain as briefly and as easily to digest as possible. So without further ado, let's move right on to a quick overview of Satori, as well as the tanks and supports that suit him best. Keep in mind though that you can always make a hero work with suboptimal supports and tanks that become the optimal choice depending on which enemy you're facing. So today I will only cover heroes that work in most scenarios. Satori is a magic damage killer that can be very tricky to kill if you don't have the right heroes to face him, and can come in quite handy for attacks. His usual counters are Phobos, Celeste, Aurora, Rufus, Cornelius, Georgian. Where's he? Here he is. And Nebula. Some examples of heroes Satori does very well against are Orion or Orion, I don't know. And very Georgian. And although Georgian is a really good hero against him, like a hero that can counter Satori, he's also bad against him because as he gains extra energy amounts, he gets marked more by Satori, which means if Satori applies more marks to Georgian, he becomes more vulnerable to dying if Satori ever uses his ultimate. But yeah, the reason why he's good against Satori is because if he prevents Satori from using his ultimate in the first place, Satori might never be able to use his ultimate and end up dying. Okay, so let's move on. So Keira is a really good example of a hero Satori does very well against. And Daredevil. There are multiple other heroes that could probably be easily killable by Satori, but yeah, I just gave you a few examples so you get the hang of it. Okay, so now let's have a look at how you can upgrade him optimally and which are the best orders for artifacts, skins, and glyphs. Let's do this very quick so I don't waste your time. Skins. First skin you want to get is magic attack, then intelligence, then armor. So first magic attack, second intelligence, third armor. I just don't have magic attack because I didn't spend money to get it, and I don't have it yet. Okay, so let's move on to artifacts. you want to get your second artifact, then your first artifact, then your third artifact up. In that very specific order. Second, first, third. And yeah, that's how you level up the stars. And the levels, it doesn't matter. Like, you should get them all to level 100 and like as soon as possible. So in orders, the others for glyphs are magic attack, magic penetration, intelligence, health, armor. Like, if you cannot, because you're a beginner, you can change as fit, but yeah, that's the best order you could go for. And that is it. So let's move on now to tanks and explain why they work so well with Satori. So there is Astaroth first. He's mostly useful for taking up some of the damage his allies normally would and resurrecting them, especially Satori, which usually is revived with 100% earned energy and is able to use his ultimate ability, killing all the enemies. There is also Aurora. She absorbs magic damage and returns part of the damage and offers a lot of dodge stats to the entire team. She also stuns enemies, which in combo with Faceless, who knocks the tank up and then backwards, can stun the killer potentially. There is Rufus. Rufus offers extra magic defense to the entire team and cannot die to magic or pure damage. When he dies to these types of damage, he resurrects and gets healed, so he can be quite tricky to kill at times. And yeah, he can be decently protective towards magic damage. There is Anvari. He's mostly useful against Kark, just because if he's in front of Satori and other allies, he doesn't let Kark knock them up, which means he does not get to do all his main sources of damage. And there is also Luther to finish off the list of tanks. I cannot find Luther. Where is he? Okay, there he is. He's good to distract enemies as Satori charges up his special ability. He's an amazing tank overall. He removes the focus from Satori and other allies. Pretty good overall. So now let's move on to the supports that suit him best. There is Faceless. He mimics the abilities of allies or enemies, which could be very useful. And he increases the magic penetration to the entire team. He offers good defensive stats, and he knocks the nearest ally up, the nearest enemy up and backwards, exposing the second nearest enemy, which is usually the enemy killer. There is Celeste. She helps healing Satori and other allies, removes negative effects, and she cuts enemy healing, which is pretty damn good. There is Nebula. She removes negative effects. She heals enemies. She heals the allies, and she buffs her nearby allies with magic or physical damage. So that magic or physical attack. So yeah, she's really good. There's Martha, who accelerates basic attacks of all allies, increasing the speed at which they charge their energy and can use their abilities, their ultimate abilities. She also heals everyone insanely and offers a ton of armor from her first artifact to everyone on the team. So yeah, she can be really useful in many ways. Okay, so now there's Georgian. He's very good against skill-reliant heroes, mostly mages, but heroes like Kark and Kara could be decently affected by him as well. He offers a shield that absorbs magic damage, protecting Satori or other allies and helping to keep them alive. There is Morrigan. She's very situational. Like, she's amazing against Rufus or Astaroth when you want to ensure a quick and practical death. There is Phobos. Where is he? There he is. Phobos can stun and damage enemies with, like, the enemy with the highest magic attack, which is quite helpful since it shortens the possibilities of combos that could kill that Satori team, considering Satori beats most physical attack killers and Phobos gets mages afraid of attacking. And last but not least, there's Leon. She delays enemies from attacking with basic attacks or special abilities. She's very good against AoE damage type heroes, that is, heroes that can do damage to multiple targets at once. So yeah. Well, that's it for today, guys. Hope this was of help to you. If you wish to learn more about each specific hero and how to upgrade their artifacts, glyphs, sparks, and skins properly, subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you can stay tuned for the upcoming videos. Also, leave a like if you enjoy the content so YouTube spreads this video to other people who may need help just like you. Enough talk for today. I'll see you all in the next video.